Hey YouTube, this is the Fragrance Guy here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my top winter list for 2015/2016. And you're going to have to excuse my voice because I'm having a cold at the moment. All of these fragrances that are on the actual top list are heavy hitters. Every single one smells amazing, and most, if not all of them, could be 10 out of 10. They both last and project really well, which is what winter fragrances are supposed to, especially if you live in Sweden like I do. This list has everything a winter list should have: woody, spicy, gourmand, incense, resins, rose, and so on. I've got a few honorable mentions, actually 5 of them, that I think that you should check out. They didn't make it into the list because either they aren't perfect or I don't own the bottles. The list is based on my personal preferences and how much I've worn something. To be honest, any of these could be number one, so it just depends on my mood and what I feel like for the day. So don't take the numbers too serious. As I mentioned, all of these fragrances are amazing, and let's start off with the honorable mentions. So my first honorable mention is Tobacco Oud, and like the name implies, it's tobacco and oud, but the whiskey adds sweetness and elegance that I just love. Really want a bottle of this fragrance. So going on with another fragrance, which is just a sample. It is from the house of Juliet Mad. It's called Garuda. And this is another boozy fragrance with rum and oud amongst woody notes. This one is incredible. I really recommend this one. Imagine putting rum in a wooden barrel for, say, 100 years and cutting up that wood into pieces and mixing it with some spices and a hint of citrus. This is pure malt from Thierry Mugler for adults, in my opinion, without that annoying sugary berry notes that I just couldn't stand. It's very sophisticated and well made. So moving on, this fragrance called Ivory Route from the house of Xerjoff, JTC, join the club, is a creamy sandalwood with spices. I find this very seductive and definitely one of the very best from that line. And I might get a bottle of this one. Really, really like this one. So moving on to a Tom Ford fragrance here. This is the famous Tuscan leather. I don't wear this that much. I do own the flacon of this, but I like this, but I don't wear it that much, which is the reason why I didn't make it into the list. This is a polarizing fragrance with leather, raspberry, saffron, and woody notes. This fragrance has been copied so many times, it's not even funny. Even though incense is not listed in the notes, I do wonder if they actually have incense in this, so because I get an incense vibe from this fragrance. And the last honorable mention is from Naomi Goodsir, and this is an incredible leather fragrance. Actually, it's suede. Only have a sample, which is completely used up here. And the main note is suede. You're also going to get immortelle, rum, tobacco, incense, and labdanum. Very sexy and very smooth. And if you like Cuir d'Ange from Hermes, check out this one. It's a really good fragrance. So let's begin with my top 10 list. And at number 10, with this one, you're going to get vanilla, clove, cinnamon, musk, and lavender amongst other notes. The opening to me is beautiful, but most people will enjoy the dried out even more, and it smells like a delicious cinnamon. This is a bit daring, so make sure you try it before you consider buying it. This is from the house of Frederic Malle. This is Musk Ravageur. really unique and wonderful fragrance. So let's move on to number 9. With this one, you're going to get myrrh, benzoin, vanilla, amber, and saffron. It's a balmy amber, and it's very unique and one of the best from the Privé line of Armani. This is Myrrh Imperial. Love this fragrance for the winter season. Okay, at number 8, we have a rose saffron tobacco fragrance. Very unique and actually based on a fragrance from the same line called Leilani, but in this one they added rose and saffron. Very unique. I really like this fragrance, and it is my first purchase from the house of Sospiro. This is none other than Vardasina. Okay, moving on to number 7 is, well, seems like everyone has it on their list, and it is from the house of Dior. It is Dior Homme Intense, the vintage formulation, and just a really sexy iris, vanilla, and amber fragrance. Perfect if you're gonna go for a date or, yeah, just enjoy the way this smells. So number 6 is a boozy amber with incense and vanilla, along with labdanum and woody notes. This is a discontinued fragrance. It's from the house of Tom Ford. They did release the fragrance for a short while. I don't know if it's sold out now, but this is Amber Absolute. This is the re-release. I've heard that it smells very close to this one, which is the original formulation. And this is Amber Absolute from the house of Tom Ford. An amazing amber fragrance that you should check out if you have the opportunity to. Okay, so my number 5 is really something that I do prefer to wear more in the fall, but it works great in the winter as well. So and the only reason it's not higher, even though to me it's a masterpiece, is because I don't wear it that much. So this is from the house of Xerjoff. It is a creamy sandalwood with patchouli, rose, vanilla, blackcurrant, and a lot of other notes. I love this fragrance, and I'm really happy to own a bottle of this. So this is Richwood, but I don't only own the bottle of it. I own something very unique that I'm really so thankful to have. This is the oil Richwood, which is not even, you can't even buy this. This is special ordered for me, and I actually got it for free as a gift. So yeah, talk about grateful. So moving on to number 4. This is a masterpiece, and this has been reviewed a lot of times, and it is from the house of Andy Tower. It is L'air du Desert Marocain. You're going to get amber, caraway, coriander, cedar, vetiver, and some other notes in this fragrance. It is just perfect for those cold days, and a must. You have to check this one out. It is really, really good. Okay, moving on to number 3. This one is going to be a spicy, warm, and very inviting and unique fragrance. While this is not a gourmand, in my opinion, it definitely goes in that direction, and it's one of the very best from the line of Casamorati, which is part of Xerjoff. And this is none other than 1888. And you're going to get saffron in this fragrance and a lot of other spicy notes. It's just amazing fragrance, and highly recommend that you check this one out. It's very strong, long lasting, but so are all of these fragrances that I've shown you on this list here. Okay, moving on to number 2 is one of the very best from that line, and It's a very decadent plum mixed with oud, cinnamon, benzoin, saffron, and vanilla. And this is from the house of Tom Ford. It is none other than Plum Japonais. An amazing fragrance. It took me a while to really appreciate how good this is. Yeah, love this fragrance. So, if there's one season that you want to wear a gourmand fragrance, it's during the winter season, especially if you live in Sweden. And I want personally something that is intoxicating, where people just can't get enough. I want to smell delicious, and finding a great gourmand is very hard. Either it's too sweet, too heavy, or too foody. It's hard to find something that isn't cloying, that smells amazing, and that isn't too sweet. In the beginning, when I first tried this fragrance, I first thought that it was a bit too sweet, and I dismissed it. On the third try, I was hooked. I loved it. I had to have a bottle. So on a recent business trip, I did get this one. And to me, this is the best gourmand that I've ever tried. It has everything that I want of it. It's very easy to wear, and it's completely unisex. And you probably already know which one it is, but it's from the House of Dior. And I'm not putting this on my number one spot because others have. It's because it really deserves it. And I don't care about other reviewers. This is my own taste, and this is my own list. So just want to put that out there. And this is none other than a name that I can't pronounce properly, but Fève Délicieuse, I think it's called. And it means delicious tonka bean, I think. And this is perfect. I think this is better than Tonka Imperial. But I love Tonka Imperial as well. This is richer, there's more going on here. And it is just an incredible fragrance. If you have the chance, buy a decant. Just check it out. It is incredible. It is so good that I'm actually considering buying a backup bottle of this because, man, I would be very sad if I ever run out of this and I can't rebuy it again. So, guys, this is my top 2015 / early 2016 winter list. I hope that you enjoyed, and make sure to subscribe if you like my content, like this video if you liked it, and make sure to post a comment. So that's it. Thank you for watching.